Three dreams, two moons. Today we have a presentation with a difference. Today we look at three dreams from three different women in a small geographical area in Trelawny Parish in Jamaica that has great implications of biblical proportions. Join us as we delve into two of these dreams, and at the end we will leave the third dream for you to figure out for yourself. Okay? We delve into the prophetic implications of these dreams and the significance for the time to come.
All right. Can I call this meeting because of two dreams that two different persons had on two different occasions that point to what is happening in the world and to the teaching that we gave yesterday, which was about a change in the order. Man trying to set up his order, and the Most High coming and setting up his own order. That is preparing the way for the Messiah, Yahusha. These dreams came to me from two persons. And the first voice note, I think I played it already in a teaching, but we'll have to play it again and look at it again and then match it up with the other dream that I never played before. Now, both of these dreams are based on the moon. And not only the moon, both of these dreams are based on two moons. Both of them. We're going to see significance of the moon speaks of a false light and the true light. So before I get into what I saw from it, just like to just play the first dream, which, as I said, I played it before. I just want you to listen it carefully and see what you can retain from it, so that when we reach to the second dream, then you will get a better understanding.
Shalom, Brian. This morning I had a dream. I had a dream that was a crowd of people. We were walking down like a hillside. And while we were going down, when I look up to my right, there was a light. At first look, you would, pretty much think it is, the moon. It was like the moon was in its splendor, beautiful and big. But while I was walking down, when I looked to my right and I look up in the sky, my left, and I look up to the sky, I saw the moon. The moon was red, like blood red, and it was behind the clouds. It was not giving off any light or anything, but it was noticeable. It was there. And while we were going on, I started to tell the people that I was walking with that there is the moon, there is the moon. That light is not the moon. But nobody paid me any attention. And I was continuing going down trying to tell him that that's not the moon. When we look, we could tell that the light was coming from somewhere. It was not the moon. And, there's two persons that I know. One of them is a big woman for me. I could call her mother because she have older kids than me. And, even not even she don't believe. But there is this one young girl that I speak with, like a friend of mine. Her name is Tisha. And I said, Tisha, look, there is a moon. She said, that I moon, Shoshana? I said, yes, that's the moon. But then because we're going down, there were trees that were tall, fully grown trees. And they were blocking the actual vision or the view of the moon. And we started to walk back up the hill. Two of us started to walk to go in the opposite direction, so she could see the moon. And I woke up, like the more I analyze the dream, the more I see a lot of things. I was following a crowd going down the hill, and I couldn't see the moon. And it's when I start going back up, then, the vision, I could see it. The other thing is that, so many believe in the fake light. At one point, I too believed it, So I know, when you go through, you'll see even more details than what, what I gather for myself. But as I said, it's like a small group, it was just two of us. And when I say it's a crowd, I could not count the amount of people that was in the dream. It was a lot of people believe the fake moon. you know, and not accepting that the moon, you know, was red like blood.
What I got from it is that people are in darkness and they're leading, something is leading them to the wrong path. And
Yes.
only 2 persons out of the majority realize that, hey, we are going down the wrong road,
Yes.
you know, and everybody is just blindly going, following this so-called moon.
Yes. So-called source of light. Anybody else?
Only a remnant will know the truth and will follow the truth. The rest will be led into destruction.
Yes, that's
Yes.
it.
Yes. Anybody else? All right. You gotta look at some more minor details. The fact that she was walking down the hill, because when she saw this moon that proved to be fake, that everyone thought was right. She was walking down the hill. Now, walking down the hill speaks to the easy road. And that brings us to wide is the gate that leads to destruction, right? And it was when she started going up the hill, when she started walking back up the hill, that she could see the moon for what it is. Which means the way of truth, the way of the fake religion is gonna be easy. And the way of truth, you have to walk up the hill. That means you have to, it's gonna take a toll on you. It's not easy. All right? And another thing, she spoke about the light at right and left. She spoke about right and left, which I want you to bear in mind when we look at the second dream. We look at the matchup dream. All right? Another thing is that she described the moon that proved to be fake to be beautiful and big. So that which is fake is going to look exceedingly beautiful as if it is the real deal. Another thing is that the moon that was blood red was behind a cloud. Now, what does the cloud signify, anyone? What does the cloud signify in that situation?
Being
Anyone?
covered, darkness.
It's yes, Queenie, it's covered.
Mm-hmm.
It's not revealed to everyone. That brings us to Romans 11, verse 25. Blindness in part has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. So those who are blinded were those who were going after the fake light that has been given to us in the religions of this world. And for our purposes, the religion of Christianity, right? And the truth is behind a cloud. The truth is hidden, but you have to strive to learn the truth, which means walking up the hill, and it has to be revealed to you, and it will be revealed only to the remnant, to a few. So she was able to see it, but the others could not see it. Another significant thing is that she said a big woman, the whole person that she knew, did not believe that the red moon, the blood moon behind the cloud, was a real moon. And this is significant in life. Those older people who hold on to their things, they do not change. They do not want to let go of the fake light. All right. Another thing was that the trees were blocking. The trees were blocking the real moon. Now, Brother Steve, what do trees signify in Scripture?
People and nation.
All right. So you see that again now. People and the nations are blocking the blocking the truth, which we know that's what I've been teaching and I've been preaching all along, that they do not want us to know who we are. And again, another significant thing again, she said when she started walking in the opposite direction when she was able to see the blood moon. All right. Now, this also signifies to us as people, when we come into the truth, it is the total opposite of what is taught in this world. So we have to make a complete turnaround. As Mercia and I were speaking before everyone else come on, we were speaking about a complete change. Right, Mercia?
Right.
Yeah, the same thing, the opposite, total change. So it cannot be us, we cannot be business as usual. And Mercy and I were speaking about us, so we are laid back. So to find the true moon, we have to be a total turnaround. This is what they do in Christendom. We shouldn't be like that. We should be vigilant soldiers, right? Now, another thing about the authentic moon was that it was blood red. Because the fact that it was behind the cloud, it is hidden, it means it refers to the day of Yahuwah. It refers to moon turning to blood. It refers to the return of the Messiah. It refers to judgment on this earth. So those are the significant things that I have picked up from that dream. Don't know if anybody else pick up anything while I'm speaking or anything before we go to the other dream. Anybody else? All right. Let me get the other dream.
Good night, Uncle Brian. I have a vision the other night, and the vision was that me and you stand up in one place.
I had a vision the other night, and the vision was you and I stood somewhere.
You look like a hop here, which I live,
It looks like where I live,
and but it looked like somewhere, and you were standing there and I was standing there. I look up in the sky, I saw two moon.
you were standing there and I was standing there, and when I looked in the sky, I saw two moons.
One coming from the left and one coming from the right.
One coming from the left and one coming from the right.
And then bright and pretty, me I tell you, it's bright and pretty still.
And they were bright, bright and pretty.
And me I say to you, say, but Brian, I first me I see two moon in the sky one time, and what they go on?
And I said to you, Brian, it is the first time seeing two moons in the sky at once. What is happening?
And when me see the left, the one to the left was coming towards the right, but the right one was coming like in a full it's like it was coming fast. And in the come fast, me see like it was push, like it lick on the one from the left. And it sent off a shock wave in the sky.
And the one to the left was coming towards the one to the right, but the one to the right was coming in full force. And when I saw it coming fast, I saw it push, as if it hit on the one on the left and sent off a shock wave throughout the sky.
And when the shock wave going in the sky, it just spread across the sky, and the sky just look bright. And when I look up in the sky again to the right side, I see one bright star. And I say, Brad, look on the bright star then.
And the shock wave just spread across the sky. And the sky became bright. And then when I looked up in the sky to the right side, I saw a bright star. And I said, Brian, look on that bright star.
I dream, I don't remember all the dream. What I dream about that, me know, so I can't remember that clearly.
But I don't remember how all of the dream went, but I can remember that part clearly.
And then, today now, me are looking at the paper, and I saw the moon come back to me again. And I say, man, this is the moon of my dream, see.
And it was today that I was looking in the paper that I saw the moon. It came back to me again. And I said, oh, this is the moon that I dreamt.
And then, since that I was here, and when I think about the whole situation and the whole thing with the coronavirus I go on, I'm lie down and it come back to me again, and I just hear her say, call Brian. So I say, yes, no, I send you the voice note here. So, I don't know.
And then since night I was here thinking about the whole situation, the whole coronavirus situation. And I lay down and it came back to me again. And I just heard it call Brian. So that is why I sent this voice note. So I don't know.
All right, let me see if I can summarize it. She saw two moons in the sky and was surprised. In the first, she seen two moons, all right? There was one on the left and one on the right, and the significant thing about it that they were both bright lights. And then she saw a movement. She saw the left one coming towards the right, but the right one was coming in faster. And the right one hit the left one and it caused a shock wave throughout the sky. And the shock wave brightened up the sky. And the right one destroyed the left one, and the right side became very bright. Now, the moon that she said she saw in the paper was a supermoon. There was a supermoon a few days ago. And we know the supermoon is when the moon gets bigger, shows up bigger than normal. And she said another thing that she told me that she didn't put in this as well was that after she got the dream, I don't know if it was the same day or whatever, she didn't know, but that was the day of the supermoon. And when after she got the vision in the night, when she opened her door and she looked out, the supermoon was right there before her. And she said it brought her back to the dream. So this is the understanding. So I'd like to know what you people get from it, and then how you match up both of these dreams. Anybody get anything from this?
There's gonna be like, what would I say, like spiritual warfare, and it's like the one on the left. Remember, this is the Messiah said when he comes, he's gonna separate us. The goats on the left, the sheep on the right.
Yeah.
So it's like the one on the left will represent the unrighteous one. So they're trying to destroy the righteous, but the righteous will succeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my take.
All
and
right.
they're gonna get a shock of our life. Something is gonna come sudden, yes. Sudden. We won't expect it.
Yep. Which is why we say we have to be active soldiers. We cannot be passive soldiers. Anyone else?
I'm wondering what is the meaning of the supermoon in the dream.
I'm gonna look at that when I give my take. Anybody else? Or if you have anything else, Mercia?
No, I just think like it's a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe good and evil, or righteous and unrighteous, and then the one on the right, who is, I presume, the righteous or the good, will prevail.
Mm-hmm.
Over the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she said something about splash. So the one on the right is going to totally destroy the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I would like to know the meaning of the supermoon in that. If it's like a covering or something, I don't know.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Let me just look at it and look at both and look at the similarities between both. Both of the dreams are two moons. And one, there can only be one moon, so one has to be fake. And the significance in the second dream was that both moons were bright, so that both moons looked alike. Both of them looked alike. That is the significant thing. That means that the fake moon, the one that is not authentic, is going to look just like the one that is authentic. And again, matching up with the first moon, the first dream, to me, speaks to the religious order that is in this world. Not only religious, the order that is in this world. Babylon itself, the entire Babylonian system itself. And the left and the right, as Queenie says, it denotes the one on the left is the one that is not real, the one that is not authentic. And the one on the right is genuine. Both of them were bright, both of them look real. Now the left one coming towards the right means that the left one is trying to dominate the one that is right. It is trying to actually take over. As we were saying yesterday in the presentation, the two world orders, the fake new world order of man and the true world order of the Messiah. Right now, as we speak, man's world order is trying to take over. The fake world order is trying to take over totally and completely. So it is moving too far, coming too far towards domination. So the one from the right comes quickly, because it is now time to move, time to act. This speaks of what is happening in this world now. Time for execution. So quickly, the world order will be destroyed by the true order. And the one from the right coming in fast and hit the one on the left. And when it hit the one on the left, it sent a shock wave. And that shock wave refers to a ripple effect that is going to be felt in the whole world. The whole world will be turned upside down and will be affected by this unseen battle that is taking place in the realms. All right? And when the right one hit it, she said the sky became bright. And we know the sky becomes bright is when the light is here. And the one coming in from the right refers to what will happen, and then the Messiah will take up his reign, because she said after that collision and the sky became bright, she saw a bright star in the sky. You know, the Messiah referred to himself as the bright and morning star. So that morning star will be the Messiah, the reign of the Messiah, being established on this earth. Now the supermoon is a state of the moon where the moon is shown and looks to be bigger than normal. Now we know in the book of Genesis, the Most High said he put those lights in the sky for signs, and for seasons. So that is why the moon is significant in these dreams, because the moon and the stars and the sun were given to us for signs. So the supermoon being bigger than normal, and the supermoon actually happening a few nights ago, is signifying to me that what is happening on the earth is now signifying the change in the order on this earth. It's signifying that what is happening on this earth is going to change the order completely before the Messiah returns. All right? And the fact that, another thing, the fact that the first person saw it fit to call me, I was not in the dream, but she called asking me to figure it out for her. And then the second person, I was in the dream with her. And then the spirit came to her that she should call me. It's significant that the Most High wants to put it together, wants me to put it together and to figure it out. Yeah? So that is my take. Anybody else with any take? Because there are a whole lot of scriptures come through with all of these two dreams.
For me, this just shows that we have to be prepared, get ready for what is to come.
Mm-hmm.
Stand firm in truth and do what is right.
No, but what about our people? Our call is for our people. Remember, she saw the big crowd who could not see the first dream, the big crowd who could not see the real moon. And remember, behind the real moon is judgment.
So judgment is near. We have to warn the people.
Yep, the moon shall be turned to blood. Let me go to that scripture. It's about the reason we are here and the reason we are in this group together is the Most High revealing his thing to us, and we going out to our people. We have a responsibility to our people. And the responsibility is really just to tell them just to do what we are doing in this group, to tell them who we are and to tell them what time it is. And the Americans say what time it is. To let them know that it's not business as usual, it's not life as usual. And also to try to get them out of religion, to get them out of the fake moon, to get them out of Christianity. Joel 2:31, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahuwah come. So that moon behind that cloud that you saw was red, blood red. This is what it's talking about. End time. Right? Isaiah
26,
verse
21.
All right, go ahead.
For behold, Yahuwah cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth. For their iniquity, the earth also shall dissolve her blood, and shall no more covered or slain.
That's what really is happening now. And it was reiterated in the book of Acts. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day. That verse in Isaiah just speaks of what will be executed on the earth. Most High is doing straight up. upon the face of the earth. So those dreams are actually telling us that this is the real deal. These are the end times. And this is not business as usual. It is not just these things happening and then we go on and life will continue. It is speaking of a change in the order of this earth, execution of the Most High. And this was expected after the 400 years of slavery was up. And we were wondering, well, how come nothing was happening? 400 years was up, they said around August last year. And they said the Most High was nothing was happening. Everybody kept quiet and said, okay, business as usual. But I guess he does things in his own time. And he's actually telling this group that it's not business as usual. So what do? He'd be more strident in going out there and getting people to actually know the truth, know who they are, so that they can call upon the name of Yahuwah, not on the name of God or Jesus or the false gods of the Gentiles. Because in Joel 3:2, it tells us, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahuwah come. And it shall come to pass that whoever shall call on the name of Yahuwah shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. So what it means for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, that means deliverance is for the children of Israel. Deliverance is in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, as Yahuwah hath said, and in the remnant whom Yahuwah shall call. Right? Deliverance is in the remnant of the children of Israel. Our duty is to call and wake them up. All right. Anybody else with any contribution, anything else to say? So, Jeremiah 25:15. I will look at this yesterday. Well, look at it as it pertains to what you're saying.
Okay.
Queenie, read for me now, please.
For thus saith Yahuwah, Elohim of Israel, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved, and be mad, because of the sword that I will send among them.
Yes. So this is what is happening, you know. This that was upon us, that we have suffered throughout ages now, have been turned unto them. See the significance of the good dream, you know. The dream is saying the order has been shifted. So.
But why two?
Pardon?
Why two?
Confirmation. One person alone is not going to see it, because if that person will see it, it needs confirmation. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, a thing is confirmed.
Okay.
So it needs confirmation. And the Most High always sends confirmation. And that is why he sent 2 dreams. One cannot hang by itself. When he sends the second one confirms the first. And that is why we need fellowship as well. No man is an island, no man stands alone.
Well, the scripture that come to mind when she was talking about the 2 lights.
Yes.
Let's go to Daniel. Let's go to Daniel chapter 2. So I'm gonna kind of go backwards and try to address going up to this about the second dream, and then we're gonna address the first dream too. So it's gonna be like one. It's gonna be like one piece.
Yeah.
Because they're both related and it's one and the same.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're gonna talk about those that 2 lights that you see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So start from verse 1. We're gonna do some skipping. Let's read verse 1 to introduction.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 2nd year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled.
So a lot of times these leaders are getting a lot of vision. And a lot of times they get trouble, but they're not telling the public. You see, Herod, when he said the wife told him, don't have nothing to do with this man, because she was getting a lot of dreams. So a lot of times they're trying to do stuff to us, and they get dreams that trouble them.
That's true.
You understand?
Yes.
Go ahead. Continue, verse 2.
Then the king commanded to call the magicians and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dreams.
So the king have his advisor. Anything that trouble him, he go to that cabinet, and they're supposed to explain to him exactly what's going on. You have his astrologer, his sorcerer, all his magician. They're supposed to know all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's skip down to verse 19.
Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in the night vision.
So that dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, it was revealed. Daniel said, hold your peace, let me go inquire. So it was revealed to him. Go ahead. And what Daniel said?
Then Daniel blessed the Elohim of heaven. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of Yahuwah forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his.
So wisdom and might come from who? It's his. So now let's see what, because she says she see two lights, right? One on the right and one on the left, right?
Yeah.
So this is what come to my mind. So let's skip down to let's start from verse 31.
Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image.
So this king saw a great image, right? So we know there's a great image in this system that everybody wonder after. Remember, so the old world wonder after the beast.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna go into, because she was going that direction and she turned back. So she was going where everybody was going, wandering after that system, and she turned around and said, wait, you know, so she got to change her mind, right? So everybody see this great image. Go ahead.
This great image, whose brightness was excellent.
So everything looked perfect. It looked nice. It's excellent, right? Continue.
Stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible.
Go ahead.
The image's head was of fine gold.
1.
His breasts and his arms of silver.
2.
His belly and his thighs of brass.
Continue. Go ahead.
His legs of iron. His feet part of iron and part of clay.
Go ahead.
Thou sawest still that a stone was cut out without hands.
So there's a stone that was cut without hand. So this image is set up. You could look at the system, whatever you call it, the mark of the beast, the political system, it's all your system. So there's a stone that was cut out without hand. This beast was bright in its excellence, right? Continue. So everything looked good about it. Continue.
Which smote the image upon his feet, that
He
were of
smoked the image
iron.
where? And where? Smoke the image where?
On the feet.
Go ahead.
That were of iron and clay. And break them to pieces.
And break it to what?
Pieces.
So now listen what 35 said.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors.
It's like when if you're on a farm and like you're sieving something and whatever falls, it's like dirt. You don't care about it. You step on it, trample on it.
Just blow away.
Okay.
Yeah, it just blow. You know what I mean? It's like gone. Continue. Listen.
And the wind carried them away.
Yes.
That no place was found for them.
For them. No, here's no place found for them. When you read in Revelation, it say there was no place found for this beast anymore. Right? Continue.
And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Yes.
So you see it, Brian. You see it, Brian, right?
You see it.
Okay, so that two light maybe she saw. So one hit that other one, and that one dominate and take over.
Yes.
Because the fake one was shining like the real thing, but the true one come and subdue it. So now new rulership in the kingdom, right?
Yes.
So that's one aspect. Let's go to Matthew 7 now. Verse 6.
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs.
That's what we've been doing all our life.
Okay.
We've been giving stuff that we've been giving which is holy to dogs.
Yes.
That's why he said it's not meat to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. That's what we've been doing. So don't give what holy to dogs, because what they're gonna do?
Yes, trample on it.
Continue.
Neither cast ye your pearls before swine.
Yes. So why are you gonna cast pearls before unclean people?
That's right.
Continue.
Lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you.
Yeah. So they're not gonna do nothing for them. They're just gonna trample it because you don't mean nothing to them. You understand? Read verse 7 now.
Ask, and it shall be given.
So she, when she looked around, she was seeking. So she was asking. That's why she turned around. Ask, and it shall be given. Go ahead.
Seek, and ye shall find.
So she was seeking. So she looked back. Continue.
Knock, and it
She's
shall be
knocking,
opened unto you.
knocking with her spiritual ears and her spiritual eyes, right? And it will open. Go ahead.
For everyone that asketh, receiveth,
Yes.
and he that seeketh, findeth. And to him that knocketh, it shall be opened.
Open, right. So skip down to verse 11 in the same chapter. Start from 12.
Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets.
Continue.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Yes.
For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Leadeth to what?
Destruction.
Not everything that glisten gonna be gold. You understand? So we're in a system that they set up something and everybody look and it's like, oh, it's nice. Remember we read in Daniel, they destroy wonderfully and what?
Made.
They destroy wonderfully and peaceable. That's how they destroy us. They say, come as you are. They give us all kind of doctrine and we believe, right? Right? So continue. Verse 15.
Beware of false prophets.
Yes.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Or they come into what?
Sheep's clothing.
So they look like that light, but they're not that light. They look like a sheep, but they're not quite the sheep. They present themselves that way. Say like, oh, these people are righteous. These people are holy. Read on 15 again. He tell you, beware. Continue.
Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Inwardly what?
They are ravening wolves.
They are wolves. So we have a system, you know, and you can see it in Christianity. He looks wonderful. He looks beautiful. But once you're in it, you're not learning anything about the Most High. But it look on the outside, it looks nice, and everybody a part of it, right? But
right
in our what? Right? And read verse 16. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
So by their fruit, meaning you're going to know them by their works. A lot of times we don't look at people and see what they're actually working. We just listen by words. But just sit back and say, if this person say this, look what that person is doing, and that's what you're going to base on the action that person does, not just the word. And we as a people, that's why we as followers, we like smooth words. We like to hear smooth things, right? And that's what get us, right?
Just as in the scripture said yesterday, they come and speak with sweetly.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, so that's what it's saying. So on. And the last scripture that comes to, let's go to Revelation 13.
The verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea.
So this stood up on the people. Sea means people or nation. So it stood up on the sand of the people. Go ahead.
And saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
So this beast is coming out of the people, coming out of the nation. Go ahead.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yes.
And upon his horns 10 crowns. And upon his head the name of blasphemy.
You know what blasphemy mean? That's a damnable lie. Yes, that's a damnable lie. You know what I mean? That's a lie that's gonna get you cut off forever. So this beast, he come out with blasphemies. And look what system come out say, you know, today you could be a he, tomorrow you could be a she, you could be trans neutral, transgender, trans everything, whatever, trans, whatever you want to be. Right? That's the doctrine that they're pushing. All kind of blasphemy. They say the Most High look like them, blaspheme. Right? So skip down to verse 3. Go down to verse 3.
And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
Yes.
And his deadly wound was healed.
Yeah, so this something happened to this beast. He got crippled, but then it was healed. And then what happened?
And all the world wondered after the beast.
No, some.
All.
So everybody wonder after that beast. At one point, we all wonder after that beast. You understand?
Including the Israelites?
Of course. Including myself. We believe in all the doctrine, Christian, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all those things that they push on us. That's part of the beast system. We all wonder after that one point, but just like she was going down the hill, she was wandering after the beast, but then you turn around. Right. So we start bethinking ourselves now, right? We start realizing, so wait a minute, I've been going this direction all my life and it's false. So let me turn around and look somewhere else. That's what it says, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be open. Right? Right? And for that I hold my peace.
But the thing is deep, and as Steve was saying that she was wondering if this dream was for her, she also got another dream which kind of solidified her thinking. She got a dream that she was in a place like what looked like an embassy, and when she went to the embassy, the people at the embassy could not find her ID, her identity. And she was scrambling looking for her identity, and she was crying that she didn't have anything to identify her. And you know, after she wake up, she said she went to a Christian about it. And you know, Christians have no idea as to what is happening in that book. So the Christian said, it's because you need to find yourself back to church. You need to find yourself. So she said, all right, let she come. She come to me and she asked me, and she told me that she figured it out herself. And she said, whose identity was lost? And I said, yours. And she said, exactly. She says, what it is telling me is that I have lost my identity. And I said to her, you went to an embassy, right? And she said, yes. She said, that means you wanted to go to one of those first world countries. And I said, what the dream is telling you is that these are the people who have taken away your identity. Yes. And I said, it is telling you you're an Israelite and you have lost your identity. So with that understanding now, she is now hopefully waking up. So,
well, that's a good point too, because she went to the known established religion, right?
Yeah.
And it looked good. So the person who was in there telling her to come back, right? Because in same Revelation 13 verse 11, same Revelation 13 verse 11. And it's on the same point. You're gonna see. So the person that's right there, you know, everything, the ones that in there look like is good and everything, right?
Yep.
But so Revelation 13 verse 11. Yeah,
and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb.
Like a what?
Like a lamb.
Like, so who's the lamb?
Messiah.
So this system he looked like the lamb. You guys got to see. So he's going to imitate the lamb. You understand? He said like the lamb. But what did he speak? Because what he said, but what? And what?
And he speak as a dragon.
Exactly. So you're going to go get lies in that. It look good outside. But we're going out there, that's a dragon, I mean, that system, you understand? So she went there, and the one in there tell her to come back into that system because he looked like the lamb. He looked great. But when you go in there, you're going to the dragon system. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. And I hold my peace.
And if we go to verse 12, you know, it kind of adds to what you were saying. Go to verse 12, Queenie.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwelt therein to worship the first beast.
Exactly.
And the wood was
healed. Yep.
And continue reading, because a lot of people, they're going to say, well, I've been in this and I've been blessed by the best. Go ahead. Continue.
And he doeth, verse 13, and he doeth great wonders.
He do what?
So that
the beast going to do what? A lot of them, they inside there, and they're going to like, oh, this happened to me when I do this. So it has to be true.
Yes.
Yeah, you understand? So because he do great wonder, right? So it's not going to happen to them. You're going to feel good and like, well, I ask and I get it. And everything that I do, I get it. So how are you going to tell me it's wrong? Because he do great wonders. Go ahead.
So that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Yes. So the people gonna say, well, you know, I pray to this and I got healed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I asked for a job and I get it.
Yep.
Yeah, you understand? So they're gonna say, what are you talking about? You know, I don't know this other Messiah come and talking to me about. I only know the white Jesus that I know. Yeah, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, so that's why it's kind of hard for somebody to break out of that, because they feel like everything they asked for they got it.
Yep.
But they don't understood that when the Messiah was walking, you could find the scripture where it said, "If you worship me, I'll give you all the kingdom of the world."
That's
Remember, that was offered to the Messiah too, right?
That's Matthew 4.
Yeah. So not because you may have wealth or whatever. That don't mean anything. Or you think, you know what I mean? So that's what messes up, because we think we get a little small change and we find and we ask and we get it, then we content. You know what I mean?
Matthew
So
4
I don't know if
verse
you
8.
want to hit that scripture.
Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and sheweth him
Yes.
all the kingdoms of the world and the splendor of them.
All the what?
All the splendors of the world.
So the Messiah even saw this kingdom right here. That was offered to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, no, I don't want it like this because it's corrupt. He has to be
Mm-hmm.
clean.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So when somebody come to you and said, well, because I've so many possessions, that means the Most High is blessing me. You led them to the scripture and said that the Messiah was offered the same deal like you did.
Yeah.
But we took the cup. He didn't take that cup. We took it. We wander after the beast. He didn't.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
And I hold my peace.
The girl who had the first dream, when I gave her the second dream, her mouth was wide open because she said it was the day before that she had a dream about shock waves.
Shalom, Brian. Yeah, as I was saying, telling you about this dream that, I can't tell you where I was, but where we were standing, I saw like a shock wave or, radio wave. It just come down and it just expand, both left and right. And it happened so fast, and I just woke up. So I don't know how it's linking to everything that is happening.
Very revealing dreams, huh? Onus is on us to wake up his people. These are the two dreams.
So here's the third dream that a member of our group had after we had this group presentation. Check it out.
I said, Shalom, Brian. So the dream was this. I was speaking with my daddy because it was like an argument with my neighbor regarding the land space and who should build the fence wherever. So after that, I was looking through the window, the kitchen window, and I saw a man passing. Then when I look, it's like the man build something on, it's like a room, and he rented it. Then now, after talking and talking, the other neighbor was sending threat and whatever. So I spoke with my daddy, and then I just went outside. Then now, when I look up, I saw two moons in the sky, and one was brighter than the other. They weren't blood red or anything, just the regular white color that they had. Then when you look, it's like they were battling in the sky. One was the lighter one wanted to overshadow the brighter one per se, but the brighter one would allow that. So each time the lighter one tries to come in front of the bright one, he would like block it. Then now they made, it's like a dual system. They were facing each other, and then they collided in each other, and in a big explosion, the whole earth just became desolate, started crumbling black dark. But at the explosion, the light just lit up. In the sky, it was lit, but on the ground was dark. Persons were looking at it, and there was a writing in the sky in rainbow, the 7 colors. And he said something like, if it rained, it will be absorbed, something of that sort. And then everybody was looking at it. Everybody was looking at it like in awe. It's like there's something coming from the sky, and everybody just look up was amazed, and then I just went into another dream.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you have been edified as much as we were. And you can asking you to subscribe to our channel, and you can get more teachings from our channel, Just a Word, and more teachings as well in textual format on our website, justaword.org. So thanks for coming, and hope to see you again soon. Okay, shalom.